Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm MrRedClaw. Welcome back to some more World of Tanks, where today I am going to be showcasing a replay of the Object 268. Not the version 4, just the 268, the original Tier 10 Russian tank destroyer that has been in the game for probably close to 10 years, I'm not really sure, but it has been in the game for a very long time. And today, in the Object 268 is Remembering Johan, which I'm just going to be calling Remembering through the remainder of this replay, playing on the airfield map. It's definitely a better map than it used to be since they changed this kind of central to northern part of the game, map even, but it's still not one of my favourite maps. I do find it a lot more enjoyable now than before, but I still don't really like it too much, as Remembering starts off with a good shot into the Stritzvog 103B, a low roll though, only 600. Of course this tank can do 750 like the majority of other tier 10 tank destroyers, but of course they used to be able to do 850, so that used to be a lot more. Of course the version 4 can only do 650, so that is also a difference in between both tanks and the tank destroyers before in World of Tanks. As Johan, which I'm probably going to be calling him, if that even is how you pronounce that, I think it is, starts off going into kind of a part where you'd normally find only heavy tanks, but I actually like doing this in more heavily armoured tank destroyers as well. Of course you can bring your Jagdpanzer E100 over here, something like the new Kari, the tier 8 premium tank, because if you can play sensibly and avoid getting your expose your lower plate, as you can see Johan did to that Conqueror who went forwards and took a shot in, you can actually still be quite good, of course, if you have good armour and a good pokey gun, which of course the 268 has, with 303 on the standard rounds and 395 on the heat rounds. That basically can go through anything. Maybe it's not as high as the 420 of the Jagdpanzer E100, but it is still definitely a very nice heat shell to have, definitely way better than the 268 version 4, which is closer to, I'm pretty sure, 350, if not even less. I'm not really sure exactly, but I know it's less than this. Is Johan going to snipe? Yes, he is, because why not? You know, this tank is definitely as accurate as the Gorilla. It's not that bad actually, I'm pretty sure it's 0.35. I should actually probably have like the stats up, but yes, I don't. It's still fairly accurate considering the gun it is. Of course it is Soviet, so it does kind of, normally they aren't as accurate, but sometimes fly in anyway. But yes, okay, we've talked about the tank for long enough. Let's actually talk about what's happening in the game now. Johan up to 1 kill, 4,200 damage, and the teams are split basically evenly across kills and damage, maybe slightly losing out now Johan's team on damage wise. Only 1 kill down, but 1,000, nearly 2,000 damage down now. That just keeps increasing. They should really stop losing health. But you know, 2,300, that's still a lot. That's only like about 3 to 4 shots from an Object 268, and you know, it's still recoverable, as actually they were 1 kill up, but now they are even on kills, as Johan quickly, I wasn't looking at the front, but yes, Johan quickly puts in a shot towards the SDB-1, which I'm pretty sure is making his way through here, trying to maybe go under the gun line over here, spot them out, and maybe go and take in some shots from the side and back towards Johan's team. Now Johan over here, is he going to blind fire? There was an M3Y spotted over there, but why would you blind fire him if you can put in a good shot towards the 103B that has been spotted? The M3Y getting spotted just afterwards, going down towards the centre of the map, finally stopping, camping at the back and deciding to move forwards. So a kill down, 1,500 damage down. You know, it can still swing both ways. You know, I've seen games swing from like 4,000 damage deficit to being a win. So, you know, this is, you know, light work, especially when Johan puts in a good shot towards the M3Y, which was just camping at the back. Luckily, manages to tank the shell from the 103B into his tracks. And it's definitely a good time to still save your hit points. You know, you could maybe have to push through out in the open later, maybe get a surprised shot from behind that you have to kind of tank with your hit points. So you just have to chill out at this point. You know, your team's doing okay. You've got the southern part of the map kind of locked down. You know, the 110 doesn't have too much hit points, but Johan is helping them over there. The centre of the map, I mean, it's not looking too great. The E75 is quite low, but they do have quite a nice firing line at the back. And then the north part of the map, you know, again, I'm pretty sure that FV and S2 can help that Scorpion out if he needs any help over there. 6,600 damage. Now, the most I've ever done is about 8,200 or 300, something in around there in the Jagdpanzer E100. That was actually probably about a year ago, to be honest. Now, I definitely would have had more greater games if I had the time to play. But yes, I'm pretty sure that was somewhere a year to maybe even 2 years ago now. I think it's a video on this channel, but I'm not really sure. I'm pretty sure I did fail in the end to actually secure. I'm pretty sure I was in like a 1 versus 3 or something. I really can't remember, but all I know is the damage I've done, because I've come close to it a couple of times. You know, mostly kind of about 6,000, you know. I had like 8,000 once. I actually remember right after that game, about like within that same month, I did have a game in the Brask. I'm pretty sure I was 1 shell off doing more damage than that. I might be mistaken. I'd have to look at how much my target damage is in the Brask, but I'm pretty sure it is like within a shot of the Jagdpanzer 100. So, the BZ-68 coming in on full health. What is Johan going to do over here, as he is slowly starting to lose the centre of the map? Luckily, the FE will try putting a shell towards the 103B, but I'm pretty sure that was an AP bounced or it missed, one of those. But, you know, if you do have good armour, why not use it, especially if your enemies are undergunned, as that AMX 65T is with only 240 alpha, so that's like some sort of 90mm. And I'm pretty sure he can get a 105 on that tank, if I'm not mistaken, with 320 alpha or something like that. So, you know, lower hit point, lower alpha, maybe lower pen, but maybe higher rate of fire. So you have to kind of keep that in mind when you're facing different opponents. And that 103B, I'm not really sure what he was doing. Maybe he thought that Johan was still looking towards the AMX 65, towards the centre of the map, but now this T54 might have left his hit points towards the end of the game and manages to keep them as the shell from Johan goes low. He didn't have much time to aim, and the gun arc on this tank isn't the best. It's not tragic, but it definitely isn't as good as something as the Tortoise or something. And the gun depression isn't good as well, as Johan misses a crucial shot on the BZ-68 over there, as his defender is stuck out in the open, getting shot by the BZ from the front. And Johan, he is absolutely messing this up. Missed 3 shells now. I could understand the shell on the T54, but those 2 shells on the BZ definitely should have gone in. I'm pretty sure he did have space to move forwards a little bit more and try and put those shells in, but you know, hindsight is a nice ally all of the time. The object 140 towards the back finally puts in a good shell, but now luckily he bounces both shots from the Russian tanks towards the back of the map over there now. what is Johan going to do? He is getting spotted, he's surrounded, he puts another good shot towards the BZ68, but he's getting shot in the back by the AMX 1390, uses the wreck of the T30 to kind of block the back side of his tank as he puts in the first shell towards the Progetto 46 in trying to secure that kill towards that tier 8 Italian premium medium tank. As he does, the FV405 on his team takes out the T54, and now they are left in a 5 versus 4, 570 hit points down. So they are doing a lot better than before, but here's the 140. He definitely needs to put in at least 2 shots in to that 140 if he rolls well. That 140 actually scared, and oh, Johan, come on, you definitely need to sometimes give yourself a little bit more time to get your gun on target. But that 140, I think he thought about going over here and going maybe around Johan and trying to take him out with his better DPM, but maybe he spotted the Scorpion and the SU over there and thought, well, maybe not. And I'm pretty sure that was a Char that was trying to go behind him, so maybe he wanted to just take him out and get himself out of that sticky situation, which it definitely was, as yeah, he would definitely would have been shut down quite quickly with all of those 3, maybe even 4 tank destroyers facing him. So Johan, 3 of the tank destroyers. Johan fires a high explosive round into the bush, thinking that that AMX 1390 is over there. But you know, there's another bush over here, there's a line of bushes over here, he could be anywhere over there. But Johan knows that he is somewhere over here, and now he's going up slowly, bush by bush. It's quite hard to do, you have to definitely know what you're doing because of that 3-second time before your 6th sense goes off. You definitely have to, you know, poke a bush, wait 3 seconds, then go out once again slowly, you know, bush by bush, and see if you can kind of triangulate where your enemy is. With Johan putting in 2 high explosive shells, both not going in. Maybe they splashed a bit because this does have a 3.66 meter splash radius, so you know, maybe he did some damage to the AMX 1390, but I guess we'll see later on. Now Johan is the only tank on his team with any sorts of armor and a fair chunk of hit points left. You know, he can take 2 from the 140, 3 from the 1390, and probably 1 from the SU 130 PM, which he is right in front of. Sadly for Johan, he didn't have the high explosive rounds ready for this, as he was probably expecting the 140 to be over here. But luckily, he puts in the heat round, as that's all he has left apart from the high explosive rounds. Bounces the heat from the SU-130, which is crucial in these closing moments, as he only has 1 minute and 35 seconds left to secure this game, and he definitely needs those hit points to go after this 140 now. With the FV and Scorpion G, the SU is absolutely just doing nothing. He's useless. He should be moving forwards, trying to spot that 3090 over here, or maybe go after this SU 130 PM, maybe, you know, go around. But he's just sitting there camping, just being absolutely useless to his team in this situation, as Johan secures the SU 130. He did get shot by him, but you know, that's what you keep your hit points for towards the end of the game. Johan puts in a good shot towards the 140, he puts in a shot into the Scorpion G. The Scorpion G misses or bounces, the FV bounces as well. What on earth are they doing in this situation? The SU finally decides to move when it's far too late to help Johan in this situation, as the AMX 1390 goes around the corner, takes out Johan, and this SU-130 is just absolutely lost. What on earth is this person doing over here? I'm not really sure. They just tried going towards there. They took ages to realise that the 3090 was here. And now it's just going to be a defeat, maybe not a defeat, but a draw, the SU-130 just foolishly running away back to the camping spot he was camping out all game and probably did next to nothing. Definitely should have done a lot more over there. Definitely should have moved at the same time Johan, the FV and Scorpion were moving in on the 140, and SU over here, SU should have been moving towards the 3090 over there. He was a one-shot. He could have taken 2, 3, 4 hits from him, shot him down, and maybe it would have changed something in this game. But let's look at the post-game stats and let's see how well Johan did in this game over here. So as I said, a draw with an ace tank and Confederate medal and a high caliber for 13,448 damage, 4 kills, 940 base experience even on a defeat. And yeah, that SU-130 PM did not really do that much. 6 shots fired, 4 hit, 2 penetrated, only 680 damage, so maybe a bot, I'm not really sure. Actually, just about broke even on credits, even after firing a lot of heat towards the end when he ran out of his regular AP rounds, but because he was using a premium account with some personal reserves or mission payouts, he actually made enough money to make a profit on this game. But you know, doesn't really matter when it was basically a defeat. But yes, for now, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.